How we doing, guys? Hope everyone's good. Yesterday when I got back, I started measuring up as I've done before. Measuring sticks, one now. Where is he? That's my hand losing focus. There. Very hard to see they are. There. And I punched the lead out. Bang, found some spots. In all fairness, I know this lake like the back of my hand. It's not a runs water, it's a big lake. It is part of a club book water. I fished this years ago. When I got back into carp angling, I come up here, probably out of 3 nights I probably started getting 1 bite. Then out of 3 nights I was getting 10 bites and so forth. It could get really prolific. Yesterday I got a spot where I got that fish yesterday. I just had my rod out about 2 hours and it ripped off. She ripped off. It's my mate Mick's little doggy, bless her. Rig, this is the rig I use. This is called a combi rig. It's called a combi rig because it's a combination between 2 materials. I've got a supple braid here and a semi-stiff boom there. That runs on a thing called a helicopter system. Well, this is good for weed, but I use this rig everywhere. As it goes, that's fly around like that, like the helicopter, and then the lead. How can I do this? Let's put that there. And then the lead hits the bottom, and the hook link could go up there, and so it sits above the weed basically. It is a little bit weedy out there, not badly. So it's working pucker. Now I found that spot. Once I put this rig out and I start spodding out some bait over the top. I will do a video later and measuring it up and spodding. You get it bang over the top of your bait. Another thing you've got to work out always when you're in depths of water. If you're, say, clipped up on your rig, say 15 wraps, and you're fishing in 10, 15 foot of water, when it hits that clip, by the time that lead hits the bottom, that's going to swing back. Probably a rod length, right? So when you spot out, you need to accurately get where you are, where your lead is actually landing. You've got to allow for that swing. But anyway, these here are prone for when you cast them. The hook, the bait, I have that's a wafter with a tiny bit of pink pop up on it. So that'll sit, the hook will sit flat and that'll just waft around like that. It's called critical balance. Test it out in the margins, make sure it does. That can wrap round the hook and it can tangle up and it's prone for it, this rig. So what you use here is this. That's called PVA nugget. I'll apply it now. You might be able to. Oh, what have I done here? I try to do it where you can see. I don't know how well this is coming out. So you put that through there like that. You hold your bait there. Lick. And then squeeze. And that there is your finished product. So that has secured that. It secured my hook. So that'll come off when that hits the bottom. That'll come off either on its way down to the bottom, or sometimes they stay on and they pop up 5 minutes later. But I do that with all my rigs, no matter what rig I'm using, always to protect that hook point and make sure that it's not dug into anything. So good asset, PVA foam. PVA stands for polyvinyl alcohol, and it melts in water. Similar to, you know, your new washing tablets, your Ariel, your Persil, things like that. They're all PVA now, and they just melt in water. Away you go. Job's a good one. Also on here, everything is pure safe. Say if my line snaps here, that's a leader. That is. Say if any of this snaps, and the fish say got caught a fish, it running the reeds, everything snapped. My main line snaps. What'll happen there? The last thing you want is that fish pulling all this about. The lead that comes off of there, it's got a little latch on it, so when it's under tension here and here, that'll pull that. It's called a heli-safe. It'll drop the lead, and then so the fish is not carrying the lead, and then this will travel up here. It'll get to this little bead here. With this bead here, it's split, so that will pop straight off of that, and then the most the carp will ever be left in its mouth is just a little hook link. And the hooks, they, depending on the pH balance of this water, they can start rotting in anything from 2 days to 7 days, and that hook will be gone. The fish will get rid of it. So everything is pure safe, no death rigs. That's something what people need to learn and really take on board before they go fishing, is the safety of the fish. I've caught many a fish, and when I've caught them, they've had fucking 30 yards of line in their mouth, a lead core leader, a hook link, a fucking 3 ounce lead, and that fish has been dragging that around for Christ knows how long. And worse still, if they get tethered up in the reeds, they can't get out. It kills them. So death rigs are something what you've got to understand not to make, and make sure everything is free running. And the most the carp will ever be left with is just a little hook link which will come out. So yeah, happy days. Right, I'm going to get out now, put some bait over the top and get on it. Later on, I've got my mate up there. I can't put his van on because his number plate's facing us. And we'll have a good chat with Mick later. Mick's out of Newcastle. He come to Holland with me. He was in France with me and all, Mick. Very good friend of mine. Total changed man. He went through, suffered throat cancer, nearly killed him. He survived, and he gets on with his life now. Bless him. Used to be a very hard working man for, I think he worked for British Gas. Yeah, doing the roads. He used to do the water as well. And he was sort of like a engineer, a hole digging engineer, we could put it. And he's not Irish. That was a quick cheap joke there. Anyway guys, happy fucking days.